Hello, welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Taurus weekly money and career reading from June 12th to the 18th, 2023. Taurus, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week, June 12th to the 18th, 2023. I'm going to grab this one. King of Pentacles. There you are, Taurus. Comfortable financially, or that is where you want to be. Leadership, comfortable, successful. Let's see. The Hermit. Wow. Okay. The Hermit and the World. So it seems like that is where you would like to be. That is your aim. Just feeling comfortable in your career, comfortable in your choices, or what you have chosen up to now, or what you have built up to now, or really in your mind wanting to maybe take a step back and enjoy your success or enjoy the abundance you have created up to now. But it seems like you're wishing for something else. So it's almost like outside you're okay. You're okay with what you've built, or you're okay with your job, or you're okay with, what you have expanded up to now, or you developed up to now, physically, financially. But inside, it's not jiving. Inside, you're looking for answers. You're looking for answers to understand why, even though you're successful, or successful, whatever success means for you, even though you're comfortable with where you stand, you're still searching for answers, soul answers, and trying to figure out why there's still a disconnect emotionally between what you've built, or what you've built professionally, or where you stand in your career, or where you are right now in your job, in your business, and how you feel inside. And the Hermit is really there to say that this is your path, and it is not always with the power of money. I know it sounds a little cliche, but it's not always with the power of money and the power of your power, right? Your power within your professional life, or within your business, or within whatever you have built up to now, is not always what brings happiness, or what brings emotional stability or serenity. And so this is you having to draw within, draw your energy inward to find those answers, to seek that understanding of why things are a little, even though you're successful, even though you have that great job, or even though you have that great idea developing and you're becoming successful, you're channeling energies, you're trying to find that emotional balance with the King of Cups, or you are working with a water sign, or you're partnered with a water sign. But I think it is you realizing that your knowledge, your sense of truth, your sense of balance and happiness belongs within, and not within the distractions of the world, not within the distractions of the outside world. And it's really you at a pivotal point in your life, and now considering a new direction. And you're reevaluating. It's your way to reevaluate your personal goals, changing potentially your overall path, because you're looking at your life with a deeper perspective, a more spiritual perspective. And sorry, I'm jumbling my words. Now, this is the third reading I'm doing for this upcoming week, 12th to the 18th, and the third reading that is very spiritual, figuring out the spiritual path, connection, understanding, finding, finally making sense of things, and find everybody has their own connection to their true purpose, their serenity, their happiness, their connection to spirituality, whatever it means for you, right? It's different for everybody, but you're really considering a new direction, because it feels like you're looking at your life with a deeper, more spiritual perspective and understanding, and your ideas are changing, your perspective is changing, and your priorities are changing, all because there's a disconnect between your outside position, job, business, making money, your career development, where you stand in your life physically, right? And that disconnect with the unhappiness, or the disconnect with your emotional inside. In other words, you can be brilliant, and this goes for everybody, not for you, Taurus, specifically. You can have a brilliant career and feel unhappy or dissatisfied or disconnected or not making sense or purpose of all this. So it's about finding that balance between inner happiness, intuition, soul purpose. And again, not every job has a soul purpose. Not every career makes complete sense with a soul connection, a soul vibe, right? Someone wrote down in the comments the other day, what is it with that job fulfillment and that soul job, that soul path? Every job I've had, we've just paid the bills, and I never found any type of connection. Well, you can, yes, but not everybody does. And it's not important for everybody. Some people are very content in their life to, have a job that pays the bills, that are able to disconnect. And that is quite fantastic sometimes, to disconnect with the job and really utilizing a job as, a bill payer, right? And enjoying life and enjoying family and connections and friends and a whole other array of happiness and satisfaction than the job. And that's fine. And everyone is different. Everyone is different. Some people need to find a purpose in their job. And you are one of them. There you go. With your desires, your ideas, wanting to push forward. You're moving into something else. And I feel like this is not the first reading like that, Taurus. And you have the World completing a cycle, moving into the next cycle, but completing a beautiful cycle, right? But here we have the Tower. So yes, there's something there that is changing. The need to change, the need to see things differently. And I don't even think it's a need, Taurus. I think you are feeling this change and maybe not quite understanding what it's all about yet, right? It's you in the moment where you're just highly aware and in tune with your inner guidance system, and a moment of revelation, of awareness that now's the opportunity to break free of the old, to break free of your old self. That's why the Hermit is there, of old ways of working, of old plans, of old structures. And it doesn't mean that everything's crumbling down and you're going to need to construct a new life. No, it can mean that. But for me, the Tower is your personal journey. and your personal opportunity to break free of those triggers or those blockages, or those old ways of thinking that have been holding you back and preventing you to open up to new, to be happy and to enjoy new connections, new developments, and to just open your eyes to the world and understand that it's okay to be different, or it's okay to want different. Even if you have been in the same job, in the same career, on the same path for a while, and you're powerful and you're successful, you want different. You want out. It's almost like you want out. And whatever this spark is, maybe it's something that you've been thinking for a while. Page of Swords, new idea. So maybe this is a feeling you've had for a while, or maybe it's just conversations, or something you saw, something someone said, or something you read, or something you heard. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be massive. It's just that one little spark that sort of puts everything in perspective to do things differently. That you want to do things differently, but it's the desire. It's your desire to shift, to change. You want new. You want fresh air. You want new ideas, new people, new opportunities, new projects, and you're sort of teeter-tottering in that gray zone because you know what you have, and you are a sign that likes control, Taurus. But you know what you have, and you know you have abundance and stability, yet you desire something else, right? And that's not enough, and not in a bad way, right? Not at all. That's not enough, because you understand that there's something missing inside, that little piece of energy or emotion, or that little flame that needs to be revived, to give yourself permission to go out there and enjoy a new project, enjoy a new community, a new ideal, a new type of awareness. And this is you wanting to do things differently and wanting to transform. And you do have an idea here, Page of Swords. You want to learn something different. I say want to, or maybe you are, right? But Nine of Cups, this is something coming to reality new. It is smaller. It is refreshing. You're talking to a lot of people. It's almost like you have the jitters of something new that's sort of bubbling up, inspiring. It's the Page of Swords. You can be working with younger people, a younger team of people, that inspire you, that have new ideas. I often talk about, sort of a generation gap in these last few readings. I've been talking about that generation gap within teams and businesses and careers, ways of working, and the gap between old generation and new generation, or in both ways, right? Trying to find that connection and work together and be inspired by each other. And that's not always easy. But I feel like it's either you, Page of Swords, being witty and alert and chatty and communicative because you're just excited that you're bubbling with ideas, or you're within a company or a team or a group of people that are bubbling with ideas, but and you're curious, and there's a lot of debating, but it's almost like a nervous energy, like an anxious energy, and not really wanting confrontation, avoiding confrontation, not wanting anything emotional, but wanting in a career, in a job, a sort of ambition to learn new, ambition to train, to get extra education, for a new reach, for new goals. It's almost like you want to be refreshed on a new project like a kid. I think you want to let go of the comfort the financial comfort, although you still want that because that's important, but now you want to work on a different challenge, on a different, and it can be abroad. Three of Wands. This is you're planning to travel. You're planning to, maybe you're moving, doesn't have to be, but you're planning to open up a new space or open up a new type of job, business, but in it's definitely a new idea, and there's a lot of discussions around this. And with this Three of Wands, it's just planning the future, planning to evolve, planning the next step. Yes, saving your money, budgeting. You're in control of your finances for sure. You might be chitty-chatty with a team, developing this whole thing, brainstorming, discussing this new idea, this new whatever it is, but you're not making it public yet. If it's something that you're putting online, or a new idea that you want to show the world, or you're writing a book, or you're showing a new talent, you're developing a new project, you're really keeping it to yourself and channeling those emotions that maybe you want to share with the world, or maybe you're ready for something more private, more confidential. Whatever it is, you're saving up money for this project, idea, whatever it is. It'll be different for everyone. Let me know. Comment down below. All right. Yes, there we go. Another page. So it's all new. It's all new. Can be creative with this Page of Cups. It's almost like a counselor, a healer, someone supportive. Maybe you're working on self-health or self-help, or helping others, guiding others, counselor, mentor, something like that. But it's really about you wanting to be in a project, to be in this idea, whatever it is, or maybe it's a new business, maybe it's a new job, but I don't think I think you want to develop something with a team, or you're partnering up with people or joining a team to develop an idea. And it's almost like an unexpected inspiration, something you've been looking for. You want new inspiration. You want to meet new people. You want a new spark in your job, in your career, even if you're comfortable. And here, it's almost like there's like an unexpected inspiration. So be open to new ideas, right? Especially from your own intuition. Embrace your inspiration. That really feels like it could lead to a new adventure, open new doors. This is a push to create art, music, development, whatever it is. It's emotion, it's emotions, sharing emotions, but it's also all about the beauty of art and the beauty of creation. Whatever it is, it'll be different for everyone, but it's almost like leading to a new adventure, and it's time almost to reveal your true emotions and to express yourself, and not hide behind barriers, not hide behind a job or behind a business or behind a certain idea of yourself that you want to project to the outside world. It's time to be yourself. That's why you have the Hermit, to express yourself and not to worry about your ego, not to worry about the perception of who you are within this world. No filter. I feel like you've had a filter for a long time. With this King of Pentacles, very comfortable with his filter, with this comfortable in your job. Maybe you've developed a business and you're very successful. But there's that certain inner soul, inner flame that needs to come out and really show your true self. It's okay to have a new beginning with the real you, showing the real you. It's beautiful, Taurus. It's almost like you need to show the real you, and the real you, not that you're not the right person, but it feels like what you've built up to now, where you are now within this business, or whatever this successful business is, where you're very comfortable financially is, it has been a facade or something you've built up sort of to be maybe partially a facade. And now there's a whole part of you that you want to develop, a whole part of you that you want to either share or develop yourself personally, and maybe share in a different way, or maybe share with the community, or just express your creativity in a different way, but showing the other side of your soul, the other side of your mind. Wow, it's not the first time, Taurus, that I feel like you have this true desire to express or to reveal your emotions in a different way, but without any ego, sort of stripping the ego. And not that it's bad to have ego. Everything has ego. It's not a judgment in any way, but it's almost like you feel like you want to be stripped down your ego and show your creativity or your idea, whatever this idea is, with this Nine of Cups without filter, to really be yourself. I like that. In other words, what you see is what you get. What I'm living outside, I've lived inside, and there's no gap between. All right, let's see if there are a few more cards that want to come out in this second deck. Yes, again, the World. So yeah, you're completing something with this this Knight of Wands. So do you want to have fun, or do you want to be resurfacing in this new idea of yourself, or in this new way of working with this Knight of Wands, which is more impulsive, more passionate energy, and more of an adventure? Maybe what you've been doing all along or up to now was an adventure in the beginning and sort of became a lull, and you're okay with it, but you really need an impulse and that flame to, just push into a new adventure. But between the pages and the Knights, to ignite that flame again. And I think that you're almost like wanting to rush into something, to rush into the first idea or the first people you meet, to discuss ideas, to convince people, to be able to be on a new team, to reinvent yourself in a new company and a new job or something like that. But without a clear plan of attack, but as you've always been in control with a clear plan of attack, because you're so successful in your career, this time around it's sort of like you don't have a clear plan, but it's still an opportunity or an opportune time to pursue an idea. Or maybe it's not quite. Maybe you're rushing it. Okay, yeah. It's you want, and maybe you've always been used to jumping from one thing to another, and it's been very passionate and very successful and very fulfilling, and now it's not. So in your mind, it's just jumping into the next opportunity, to the next project, or the next idea with that impulsive way of reviving the flame and just jumping in because that's the way you've always done it. But here it's taking a little more time for you to figure it out. And you realize that you're the one that has to figure out, not someone else, not within the distractions or not other people or whatever people think, or no, you have to figure out your soul purpose here, or what it is that you're looking for, or what it is that the piece that's missing. All right, let's see if there are a couple more cards that want to come out in this second deck. Taurus, weekly, money and career, June 12th to the 18th. Yeah, you want, oh, yeah, you're battling that comfort zone. Battling that comfort zone, very interesting. Impulsive, want to stay in your comfort zone. Impulsive, going out, ooh, wait, I've had it really comfortable and that might be a little uncomfortable and I'm not in control. Go back to my comfort zone. Battling that, back and forth, but deep within you, you know that you're transforming and you know that this feels a little different, but you really enjoy that comfort. As soon as you go out, it's not the same. It's not as comfortable. And you want that flame of excitement and passion again. You want to be able to work in passion and excitement, but all while having that control. Not always easy. All right, let's see if there's one last card here. I think little by little, you're learning to see things in a different way. Maybe, wow, okay. So I almost want to take these as a lesson for the road or message for the road. You have Temperance. Yes, don't push it. Take your time. Take your time, Taurus. I feel like you really want to rush into the next step and new project and exciting and successful and you know, you're on a new road and you don't have to think of anything else anymore and you just push forward in a beautiful new, you know, new vibe. But it's not that simple because you are not only wanting or having the desire to change your career direction or to work on a new project, new job, whatever it is, right? It'll be different for everyone, but it's also you changing inside. And you know that there's a certain hole that you want to fill, and it might not automatically be uniquely that passionate, that new passion idea you're working on that's going to fulfill that hole. And so there you realize that it's much more deeper than you thought. You have the Temperance, which is allowing everything to be balanced, not rushing in, not waiting for that rush, not waiting for that high, to realize that it's not uniquely that high, that passion that fulfills that hole, right? And so it's finding that balance with patience. And I know not everybody likes to hear about patience, but that's what the Temperance is all about, bringing balance and moderation in your life to stabilize your energy, to recover your flow. This is what you want to do, recover your flow and sort of get your life back in order, or just remain calm and maintain and manage those emotions. And, you know, little things, trying not to get those little things get in your way, right? Thanks to patience and having a whole new respect for balance and tranquility. That's what is going to help you fill that hole, right? And so maybe not jumping to that high, to that passion, waiting for that rush, but just doing everything as it flows. And here we are with the Death card, you know, that death of a phase. And I think you realize it's a death of a phase, and maybe that is what is freaking you out a little bit. But this death of a phase is opening yourself up to something so much more interesting and valuable, maybe on yourself, but also within your environment, within your job. But it's enabling you to sort of put that past behind, or put those energies behind that are giving you a little turmoil, right? And so now, even if it's hard, you're ready to embrace, you will be ready to embrace new opportunities, right? And understand that it is a renewal, it is a transformation, a personal transformation, an emotional transformation, just as much as a career transformation. Learning to let go of those unhealthy attachments to sort of pave the way to a fuller, or an energy with a deeper meaning, a more significant meaning. Maybe that's what you're waiting for, something that makes sense to you with more meaning. And here you have control with the Emperor. There might be an Aries in your life that you're working with, but it's a rebirth here, and you're rising up to something more important. So this whole transformation that might be a little tumultuous, all while keeping your job, all while trying to make sense of things, and all while waiting for that rush of energy to be able to be happy in the next passion, you're realizing you also have to work on yourself and find some answers within. And you have this judgment, which is rising up to something that is, so much more. You're destined to so much more for yourself. And you're, stepping into this newer version of yourself. And now you're sort of making decisions with a blend of intuition and intellect, where maybe before it was just all about passion. And this crossroads is very significant because it's a big change. So you're aligning yourself on the right path. You're almost there, but I think you've learned from the past, and now everything's sort of, coming together. And you're finally able to put those, those uncertainties or blockages behind. And that's why you have the Judgment, the World, the Death, the Tower. All these are a beautiful, beautiful change within and in, both in and out. Beautiful, beautiful reading, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and everyone for supporting this channel, for watching these readings. Comment down below if you enjoyed this reading or connected with these energies in any way, shape, or form. And if you don't wish to comment, or you don't wish to share your energies or your journey, which I completely understand, I always say that. Not everybody wants to share their life on these platforms. Just put a heart down below. Let me know you connected with these energies. Thank you so much for watching. Taurus, have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.